Hello, and welcome, everyone, to another episode of Third Action. I am your host and Game Master. Game Master, yeah. I was thinking Dungeon Master, which is D&D. I'm Jason. Hi, hello. And these are the same three kindly crustaceans that were here last week. We have Charlotte playing Azure Ford in the bottom left, which is a human ranger.
Human crab
walk. All right.
Crab people.
Bottom center, we've got Will playing Greshy Ironroot and his dog Phelan too. And in the bottom right, we have Adam playing Gunn, Shough, human champion of Erastil.
Hey.
And last week, last week. Yes, that was an anime pose from Will.
I am so kawaii, Desu.
Last week,
is that right?
Gang decided to, I guess you slept overnight in Nualia's room. So now today is Star Day, over the 28th of the year 4707, Absalom Reckoning.
We had no nightmares, no further nightmares.
Yeah, no further nightmares to speak of. I believe when you awoke, Phelan had evolved into his advanced form, became bigger, stronger, good boy.
Phalansor.
Phalantor, Phalanar.
Phalanar sounds good.
It's Phalanor. Yeah. He's evolved now. Everybody leveled up. Your pals, Mako and Shalelu, decided to join you for a little bit more excursioning through this dungeon here that you find yourselves in. You've already defeated the nefarious the nefarious Nualia.
Spoilers.
Oh no!
Aren't you a
Turns out Mako was behind all of this.
Yeah,
we never knew.
Sorry, I spoiled the end game. Yeah, you defeated the nefarious Nualia. You've defeated the demon she was trying to summon, Malfeshnakor.
There you go. You got there.
And now all that's left to do is, explore this place and maybe deal with the goblins in some way. I believe all that's left of the goblins really is their leader and whoever's manning the base upstairs. But they've been warned by Nualia many times to not come down into the dungeons below, so you've luckily not had to deal with them so far, since you managed to sneak past them. You explored a bit, found a creepy crawly ancient tomb, fought some mysterious shadows that made clones of you. You got your shadows back, defeated the bad shadows, found a big old crab that you talked to, made friends with it, kinda. It allowed you to do a little bit of diving to pick up some treasure, and you've now acquired a pile of treasure that we have identified off stream. So I think as far as the things that you guys got, I can go through the list real quick, but you guys already know, players already know. The glass eyepiece was a crafter's eyepiece. You were unable to identify the large dragon-like scales or the vial of oil. The potion you found was a potion of leaping. The shield you're not sure about, but it seems to be magical in some way. There's a scroll inside the scroll case that you found underwater. It's intact, but don't know what spell it says. Inside the small, I believe, silver box that Asher found underwater were 4 crossbow bolts. 2 of them are climbing bolts. These are magical bolts that turn into ropes, basically, when you shoot them into... it's like a hook and a rope. Useful for climbing, or, I guess, dragging enemies. As well as 2 dispel magic bolts. You also found a pair of rings, a gold ring with a square ruby attached, and a sort of more plain silver ring. You couldn't figure out what the rings do, but you were able to tell that they're somehow related, because the design on the band of the gold ring matches the layout of the. I may have said silver ring, but I meant iron. So a gold ring and not iron ring. I think that was it. And you got a shitload of gold. Or money. 2 platinum,
Yes.
92 gold, 283 silver, and 4,380 copper were dug up from both the. There's some coins just sort of lying around these 2 rooms that you're in, as well as the coins that Asher managed to swoop up from down below, and I think Greshy as well.
Once we get the mud off of them and the water that was all in the bag together.
Yes,
Shake the bag a bit.
You've dumped out the water. So when we last left you, Asher was almost drowned, or I guess did drown, so to speak. And let's go and switch over to map view. So, Shalelu dove in to sort of help pull Asher back up. You guys resuscitate Asher after a few moments, and seeing that he is safe, you take some time to go through all of the items that you found and identify them. And that is what you've spent the last about 15, well, I guess 10 minutes or so doing.
About 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yep.
about 10 minutes.
Because I got that quick identify. So,
Okay. What would you guys like to do now? It's your move. As the great.
is there anywhere
Yuki
else
might
for us
say.
to go? Have we found anywhere else that we could continue? I
In
don't
the
think so.
Not on this floor, I don't think.
underwater tunnel, since we're so
That's
aquatic.
true. We could,
Well, there is a crab that's waiting down there.
and he's probably. I think he's about at the end of his patience.
Perhaps I'd let him be, unless
What
we
with all this jumping in and jumping out.
I hopefully cleared enough of it to make him happy. But
Yeah,
otherwise-
over the 10 minutes, you can start to see, if anybody looks down into the water, you can see dust clouds billowing up as the crab is sort of making its way back into the room. It's a very large big boy crab, if I didn't
Sure.
say that.
With a big golden hat.
Yep,
very nice hat,
that it's
but
using for a shell.
we'll just let it keep that.
Yeah, I think so. We
I
can-
don't think there was anything else on this level, at least where I saw. We never did check out some rooms up above us, and then of course there's Rip Nugget to deal with,
Hmm.
so that's a thing you may want to handle at some point here before we go home.
We're probably going to want to try to sneak out through one of the side exits that we found. Yeah?
Water
But-
exit.
Before or after we deal with this Rip Nugget fella?
I was thinking before. Well, Rip Nugget does have
And if we leave, we'll have
ties
to
to
come back.
Lamashtu.
Well, wasn't he just gonna release the thing that we released and then killed?
True.
There could be other.
Well, didn't Demeko say that there were some other goblin tribes making their way back?
So if you guys come back into, let's say you come back into the creepy
Main chamber where everyone can actually meet up.
Yeah,
so you can actually interact with Shalelu and Mako without shouting across open water.
Oh, come on.
or we could even go back to the room where we left all the rest of our stuff.
Back into Wally's room.
Oh,
Because there's
yeah.
not been any other pathways that we've seen.
we can be all cozy in there if you'd like.
Okay, you trigger a warp back to Nawalia's room.
Spin in place a bit.
We I mean, it was like
It's only
6 doors down, but
Yeah,
the
it
doors
takes
were
like
only.
a couple, like a minute at that to walk over
Mhm.
casually, discussing what you're thinking about doing.
This is probably where we would sit to do all of our identifying and stuff too.
Sure. Okay, well, you guys are hanging out in here. You asked about Oh, the
Rip
other
Nugget
goblin
coming back
tribes.
Mhm.
So Shalelu confirms that, yeah, I've been trying to put a stop to them, wherever they were popping up in all the local small villages and hamlets, but it seemed like they were all heading back this way.
Excuse me for a second.
Okay. But now that this Nualia person's been dealt with, do they have much of a reason to even be this united anymore? They haven't been united like this in a long time. You might be muted, Charlotte.
They,
Am I muted?
no.
Or
Am I
your
better?
mic was just too far away. Yes, I can hear you now.
Hello.
The real unity they have left remains to be seen when all their leaders but one have been killed off, but who knows?
Well, the leaders of the
He's
other
kind of
tribes
an ass.
are still around.
Yeah, how much time have we been in here? At least a day. I'd say a day and a half.
Yeah, about a day and a half. Day and 3/4, kind of.
Like we started in the afternoon of day one, and now we're
You
probably...
started in the morning of the prior day.
We set
Oh,
out
that's true.
bright and early, and then took a
That's
little bit to
true.
get here, and then yeah. So
Well, that's what I was thinking in terms of
Right.
when we entered the goblin home, the fortress here. It was probably like noonish on the first day, and now it's probably noonish on the second day.
Yeah, so it's roughly a day and a half. Oh, it's not even like noon the second day. You're maybe, I mean, you got up, did some identification, you
Did some diving.
walked down to the south room, fought some shadows, and then did some diving.
Mm.
That maybe was about 2 hours worth.
had a quick bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean.
Well, in that case, it's
Yes,
possible
it's-
they're not all gathered back up here yet. Like, I don't know if they were necessarily expected to arrive back yesterday. I think they were probably more expected to return today.
Sure. Or Shalelu, either of you seems to know a bit about how gobbies work, right? You dealt with them.
Gobbies.
Yeah, I've been
Goblins.
fighting the goblins around here for better part of 4 years.
So, if we take out their chieftains, do you think that any threat to Sandpoint would be abated? Or would it be something we could just take out Rip Nugget and that'd be enough? Or do they
She-
usually mob like this?
She shakes her head. No, the local goblin tribes are not exactly the most cooperating type. It seemed to me like there was somebody else pulling the strings, and if everything you said is correct, then I have to think that Nualia was the one, or Nualia and her gang were doing something. They had some kind of leverage to make this all work, but I doubt they'll be able to cooperate with each other for much longer than that. Especially if they don't have a reason to invade Sandpoint anymore.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that's making me hesitate is Rip Nugget's ties to Lamashtu. How strong are those going to remain after Nualia's gone and Malfeshnikor is gone? Is what I'm trying to ask myself, and probably not particularly strong. I don't think he'll be able to hold the alliance together, but he might still discover some powers of his own in this area. So, being that Lamashtu's presence down here in the ruins is so strong, I don't think we should leave a follower of any notoriety in the same area.
I have no reason not to agree with you here. We can take out Rip Nugget then, if we think he's going to be a bigger threat. We could also... We have the head of Malfeshnikar.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Might
We
be
could
enough to
we could
scare off
dissuade
the-
him. Right. You've got what I'm thinking there. So it's a possibility. I wouldn't want to fight all of them. Don't
Sure.
think we could handle a whole goblin horde on our own.
Yep.
So, which is also why I don't think we should leave if we're gonna do this.
I was thinking something like this. There's an exit from the caverns to the water. We leave from there, we swim across to the mainland. We go up and we
Swim.
put eyes on the fortress to see if Ripnugget and his crew have returned. That'll be much easier to determine from outside, I think.
I thought Trip Nugget was already here.
Wasn't he out with all of the...
No, you already knew that Rip Nugget was here at the Goblin HQ. It was the
Okay.
other Goblin tribes that were out.
Right.
Okay,
And Gogmerch
Then-
was specifically leading us past, so we didn't have to deal with Rip Nugget. That was the whole deal, was
Alright.
he would get us through, so we didn't have to fight him.
in that case, yeah, we could probably try leaving the way we came in with stealth. And see if we can find Ripnugget on the way without waking up the whole fortress.
We can walk in,
go all
throw
the
the
way
head
to the
items,
top?
tell him to get the heck out. Yeah, go all the way to the top.
So, yeah, like not the water exit is what you're saying.
No. I mean, unless the water exit seems like a great backdoor, but
Mhm.
doesn't seem necessary unless you really want to go for another swim.
No. I was gonna say maybe not that way. I just almost drowned. I don't feel like drowning again.
Well, just swim better. Won't be a problem next time.
So you say that. I can't even swim in the bathtub, Greshy. I won't
Don't know
get
why you
in.
would. Usually bathtubs are too small to be swimming in.
Yes, I'd rather
Especially for
not
one
fish
your size.
Asher out of the ocean. Shough says with like a bright
Yeah.
grin.
See? Ugh.
All
I'll
right,
have to deal with that again.
Well,
let's pack up everything we've got and found. Stuff as much as we can into the bag of holding to make it easier.
Did I cut off the head yet? Is that something I need to do?
don't think we did that.
No, it is.
I
not
think we
been done
talked
yet.
about.
We,
I think we
You
did
guys
talked
keep
about whether
talking
we could
about
fit
but
it
not
in.
actually doing it.
I want
I
to cut
thought-
off the head.
I
have
thought
not
I
done
was
it yet.
clear that we definitely cut the head off, but didn't
No, I
carry
think
it.
I thought about it. Did you cut it off?
I said I'm definitely cutting it off.
Oh,
Okay, then you cut it off.
Because I don't want- I didn't
It's
want
not
to.
so
We
important.
weren't carrying it around,
Did
but I
he
think
do
We
a
weren't
good
carrying it
job
around. I
cutting
wanted to
the
make
head?
sure it didn't reanimate.
Do a
did he
good
very
job.
carefully get around the vertebrae?
All right, then the head is just sitting on a shelf in this room. very large.
Huzzah!
We were concerned at some point about it fitting in the bag of holding. I think it was concluded that with some effort we could get it squeezed in there. God help
But
us getting
then-
it back out though. That's
Yeah,
gonna be-
Oh, I'll
and
get it back.
getting it clean again.
It's a demon's head. I'm not sure you'll ever get it clean.
Yeah, so I'd say let's put our other stuff in the bag and
Sure. Yeah, we'll shove the crafter's eyepiece, the dragon scales, the oil, the potion. Does somebody want the potion?
the armors that we found, the staff. Well, no, you're probably carrying the staff.
I'll take the staff of healing and I'll put my current staff in there. Gonna hold on to it for, sentimental value. It's a nice
Asher,
staff.
did you want to keep this
It's a good stick.
longbow or this falchion at hand?
What is the longbow from? Is that the one I already had, or is there a new one?
That's the one you already had.
I will keep the longbow, but I don't need the other thing.
The falchion I think was two-handed, so
Yeah.
not quite as useful.
Okay.
It's very good. Someone should use it.
Then
That would be
Let's-
not me.
make our way back up. The unidentified
Nope.
shield that we found can also stay in the bag for now, rather than using magic items that we don't know what they do.
Oh, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
A lot of things.
Yay!
All good things, I'm certain. It'll be great.
And then we can depart the way we came.
Okay. So you guys start making your way out. As you're doing so, Asher, Shalelu kind of taps you on the shoulder and whispers to you. Did you guys ever see what was in that that other room on the opposite side of the lava pit thing?
The other room?
The
We just didn't go in
projection.
there. I didn't know if you already saw it.
We did. If you want to see, we
she's
can.
talking. She's whispering to
Oh,
Asher.
fair enough.
What? I
She's
only
talking about the
remember
room
two
with the
of those
projection.
little- No, was it so the lava on the other side?
Remember, there were
two
3
little-
doors. There
Oh,
was
there
one with
3 doors?
Yeah, there was one with the tables, like the surgery room. There was one with the ghost and a throne.
Does she mean like in the lava room itself, or like across the hall?
Across the hall
Across
from
the
it.
hall.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, there was like a ghost guy there, shouting nonsense or words we couldn't understand.
Oh, weird.
Should we go look?
Oh, no. If you guys already checked it out, we just didn't. We'd gone everywhere else on this floor with you guys. Just didn't know if you had already seen it.
Did I hear any of that conversation or no?
Should we?
No.
We have that. Was it the scroll or something of where you can learn languages or no languages?
Comprehend language.
languages.
Mhm.
Should we at least give it a go?
Yeah.
Are you asking us?
I mean,
yeah.
out of character, yeah. So we can find
In
out how
character,
dumb
I'm
we
gonna
were.
Be like, hey, I'm curious. Like, what was that ghost guy saying? What do you guys think? Did any of you understand?
I had no idea what he was saying. Yeah,
I
we
think,
out.
got
I
that
think that's
scroll.
I think that's a reasonable idea. Tying up loose ends.
Yeah, just to
Could
make
give
sure
us-
it wasn't anything important.
It could also give us some hints of any other areas we might go in the future.
Or he
Sure.
could just be like, I need a sandwich. But we need to find out. I'm curious. Right, should we go back?
So Leilu shrugs. So I was just curious. We
I
can
think
check it out
it's
if you
I
want.
think
Now
it's
I'm
worth doing.
curious.
I think
Let's
it's worth
do
doing.
it. Okay.
Greshy turns around and goes back with Asher and everyone else.
I need to know.
All right.
It's entirely my idea, not Jace.
Hey, I'm just
Sounds
the
legit
GM.
to me.
Well, what I
guess the
remember
door's closed.
is that
should-
we never actually set foot in that room.
This is
No.
true. We were
and that's
outside.
why-
No, you opened the door, looked at him, and listened to it, but you didn't actually do anything with it.
All right, let's open it again.
So consider it just a GM reminder.
Because we weren't expecting to accidentally summon the boss.
I hope he's just
Okay.
like the boss is in the other room.
That's
So you
what
guys
I
make
think.
your way. You guys make your way back to across the hall from the room where Malfeshnakor was contained, and open these 2 great doors again, that I believe had carvings of towers on them. Here in this sort of pretty barren room on an sort of a raised dais, raised platform is a marble throne, and sitting on it is the same figure that's on all of the statues, or that all the statues are sort of made of. Which I can show again for the chat's purposes if I remember where I hid that. Can't
He
remember.
wasn't particularly good looking,
Where'd he go?
but not bad looking either.
Oh, there it is.
So he was very normal looking.
He's average. He's a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, this
fair.
tall, sort of pale-looking man. So you are getting a bit more color in this one, and you can see that the glaive that he has sort of at his side is sort of on fire. You can kind of make out the green robes, but it is very much like a kind of ghostly image of him. and he is gesturing as if speaking to a crowd, and it's just the image kind of glitches and repeats every few sentences or so.
Would this scroll let us all understand, or would one person have to tell the rest?
Comprehend languages only works for one person who casts it.
Okay.
Maybe
right.
you can cast it on someone, but I'm not sure.
Hmm.
It's entirely possible that you could cast it on someone.
All right. Well, then, Greshy, I guess it's
Sure. I will go ahead and use the scroll of comprehend languages. Or comprehend language singular, I think?
Yeah, comprehend language. Yes, because it's a single language. Oh! Was it actually comprehend languages before and worked on all languages? Interesting.
I think
I think it might have been. Anyway, sorry, in like Pathfinder 1 and perhaps even 5th edition, maybe?
Yeah, it specifically understands one language. Yep, any one language that I'm hearing or reading. It can be cast on a different creature, so... Greshy will just cast it on himself.
Okay, you pull out the scroll, say the magic incantation, and the figure's words kind of clarify in your mind. It sort of comes in mid-sentence. Is upon us, but I command you remain. Witness my power, how Elasnist's petty wrath is but a flash compared to my strength. Take my final work to your graves, and let its memory be the last thing you... Sorry, doing the gravelly voice hurt.
I really hope that was in character. The great
no.
figure just stops and coughs. No, okay.
That's where the it loops again.
Recording ends.
Is upon us, but I command you remain, and it repeats.
There was a name that it said, or it sounds like a name, or a place.
Witness my power, how Elasnist's petty wrath is but a flash compared to my strength. Take my final work to your graves, and let this memory be the last thing you...
Elasnist.
That's what I caught.
One of the 7? Again? A third? Perhaps?
That's the,
Were they all fighting each other?
Elasnus was the Wrath Runelord.
Oh, that's right.
So she's the one that was under Sandpoint, the statue.
Oh, so she's the first one that we heard about, not a third one. Right, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, and he said her wrath will be blah blah blah, so I guess that makes sense. She's the wrath. Well, it's this guy then.
Elasnist's petty wrath is but a flash compared to my strength.
So whoever this is either usurped her or was in competition with her.
Mm-hmm. I think they all fought each other, and he's a different sin.
Mm-hmm.
I guess from looking at him, probably pride, maybe.
That's what I would guess based on what he was saying.
That's fair. And he didn't give his own name, of course, so...
But yeah, no particular, clues to whether there's a beast in the opposite room or a secret tunnel that we haven't found. So,
No.
But it seems safe enough to enter the room if we check it thoroughly first.
Yeah, you check thoroughly and cautiously step into the room. The figure doesn't react at all, just keeps droning on the same partial speech over and over again. It looks like whatever was in this room has been just completely cleared out.
Is there any way to make him not glitch out? I don't know how you would know that, or what kind of spell this would
You'd
be.
have to do. You could do an Arcana check, but you have to be trained. If not,
I
better.
don't think I am. I'm not trained in Arcana.
Neither am I.
I can try. I am trained.
Okay.
It's a 21 total.
Okay,
Sir.
you move up and inspect the image a bit more closely. You can tell that it's definitely magical, and that it seems to be kind of permanent. But whatever magic is creating this has been decaying over time, and you don't know if there's any way to recover it. And if there is, it's way beyond your mere trained
Sure.
ability.
Well, whatever it is, it seems to be some sort of magic.
Why would someone want to preserve him saying this?
Because he's an asshole.
Because he's an asshole. That's why I would want to preserve his
He
words.
seems like he might, in fact, be the god of assholes.
Perhaps.
So,
If nothing else, then he seems to be quite full of himself and think that people should stay here and enjoy being the god of asshole. Enjoy him being the god of assholes.
The asshole Runelord. This one's the butt face Runelord. And I don't even know what that one is.
since we're here, shall we do a more thorough search of the room?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything else besides this offhand, so go ahead. Take a look.
Like we tried to before, but
Yeah, I would consider this a pretty thorough search. There's just nothing in here. You
Okay.
scan the walls, check everything.
All right.
You can see that there probably was a statue that was supposed to be seated on this throne. There's like stone feet on the ground where the kind of ghostly images feet sort of connect to, but they've been. It looks like it's just been shorn, broken.
someone hauled the rest of it away.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay. Well,
Did it
That-
look like the feet were hollow, or they just like completely, like it was?
It's like the statue was sort of built into the seat, and into the pedestal or into the pedestal itself. But that you could just see like the it looks like it was broken off, like chiseled out.
Okay.
And the sort of bases of the feet remain, but no actual foot there. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I was like, feet. Little
Well,
toes.
that wraps up the last thing I think we were wondering about in here. I don't recall any other.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go too.
Well, that certainly was strange. And you guys are just making your way back up to the next floor, I take it?
Yep.
Okay. Need not walk back. I'll teleport you.
Quick trap.
If you guys want to talk on the way, you're allowed to do so.
His speech made no sense at all.
Made sense to me, it just didn't have any meaning.
Jeez.
I didn't understand a word he was saying, Greshy.
Did actually, out of curiosity, knowing what language or the language he was speaking, does that impart to me what language it was, or just was I able to understand what he was speaking?
No. You're just able to understand what he was speaking. It gives
Okay.
you understanding of the language. It doesn't tell you what it was.
That's fair.
Could you ever, when listening to a language, try and figure out like a word and then try and go find someone who knows what language that word is? That's a really roundabout way to say.
I mean,
Yeah, sure. I mean, you could try and write things down phonetically.
Yeah. Okay. And then you could like try your
Yeah,
best
you could
to
go ask
and
around some
research.
scholars who might.
Ask Brodert.
seems to be our go-to for knowing random stuff. So
About Runelords, especially.
So yeah, if anybody wants to do that, you can go ahead. Is anybody writing that down?
I'll write it down.
you go right ahead, Asher. You got this.
Okay.
I'm the occult researcher now.
While you were in that room, then you took a little bit, like you took out some of your journal and sort of just jotting down what you think the words sound like roughly. What's your society modifier?
That's a good question. I'm pretty
Actually,
sure
just
it's
roll society. Just roll society. See how good this
a
is.
6.
Okay.
That's the best I could have hoped for.
All right, you try your best to get something. It looks okay to you.
I love Asher. Asher just is like, oh, it's he like draws a stick figure. He's like, this is fine art.
This is beautiful. Okay, so with that done, you guys make your way back up to the first floor basement. What would you like to do? You guys make your way up and around the stairs. You're back in this
Oh.
sort of lab-like room.
Well, there were a couple of rooms we didn't look in here if we want to keep going south. Else we can try the back stairs to see if were you able to find anything up there, Asher, that suggested where
So
the goblins might hang out?
there wasn't really anything in the hallway, but there was kind of an outdoor area. I don't know if it went anywhere, but there were goblin dogs in it, from what I could hear. I didn't hear any goblins proper though, so it might just be an area.
The
where they
kennel.
keep
Could be
their
the kennel.
dogs.
Could be the...
It was open air.
Shall we go back where that swordsman came from?
Oh yeah.
That's what
We
I was
haven't been
saying.
down
We didn't check
Try that one first.
Yeah. You're right.
Doubt we'll find any goblins down there, but maybe some other things.
No, let's...
Okay, so you guys continue your way down the halls. I'll move a Mako and Shalala at the end once you guys end up where you are.
Okay.
Aye, that's fine.
You
Around here...
walk through some doorways, turn right around the corner, continue heading south. Doop, doop, doop.
And then there's a door that's closed which leads to the lobby, I think, so to speak.
And you can open that door. You listen carefully, eventually open the door, and see that there's no one there in the lobby area. And
Not
make
that
it
I
back
think
to your kind of
Rip
back
Nugget
where
is the type to be
stairs
playing
were.
with the kindergartners, but there were also... Of these 3 doors we're looking at, the one on the left, our left looking at it, the right on the map, we haven't checked, but it was full of children.
I think we can leave them.
Well, we could kill them now before they grow up to be the bigger nuisance. Says
No,
Shalala.
that's not what we're here for, Shalalu. You don't kill a bunch of puppies because they might grow up to be attack dogs.
She
That's how
shrugs.
this works.
Just throwing it out there.
I'm gonna
Middle door
whisper
is
to
unknown.
Greshy. I'm like, we don't agree on a lot of stuff.
We could
I'm getting
confirm
that
that,
impression.
we could confirm that there's only kids in there and not Rip Nugget playing with all his grandchildren.
Do you want to listen or open the door and scare the children for life?
I don't think you would scare them for life.
I'm not sure exactly how much you would scare them for.
Hello,
I'm also
children.
concerned about the whole idea of us, even if we did find Rip Nugget in there, what do you expect to do about it?
Haul him out?
You're so. I was like, just don't watch us, kids. Avert your gaze. Why don't we go down through the middle door first, and then on our way back, if we don't find anything.
If you really
Alright.
want to go
Yep.
invade the kindergartner's room.
I don't.
They're kitties. I have
I
to
just
find
think
it.
it's a blind spot. If you were very, very
That's
clever, he
weird.
could be hiding
Rock.
with the kids.
He's a goblin.
Goblins.
I don't know exactly how clever they can be.
Everyone here, well, Greshy's okay, but I'm like, everyone here is so brutal to the children.
Mako hasn't said anything. So,
That's true. That's true.
is it another hallway with doors?
Gun,
Nope.
you open the middle door of the three between you, and it looks like an open hallway, about 20 feet down, and then it curves sharply to your right.
No, but I will put 1 gold coin on 1 or 2 squares after we turn the corner, and then another door.
I'm excited for you.
Bum odds.
Oh God.
Okay, Gun.
Oh my
Gun
God.
walks to the end of the hall
There are 5 doors.
and sees 5 doors.
You've just won like 5 times the amount you bet.
Actually,
today.
he didn't, because that is 3 squares away, not 2 or
It is-
1.
It is 15 feet.
There's not a
away.
door before. Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I can 100% believe it. This is
Now we open the door.
terrible design.
Yeah. Let's.
Well, I think this part's actually pretty reasonable, but that's just me.
Let's take a look.
Guess we'll find out.
This could just be quarters, I guess. So I step up to the first set of 2 doors, and I listen.
You do not hear anything.
Okay.
Right.
I will gesture for Asher to get behind me and look at the door on the left, and I will
Like this?
open the door on the right.
Can we do this? Is this a legal maneuver?
Maybe not normally. You're like stacked on top of each other. I'll allow it. It's fine.
Okay. Let's open them together.
Okay, so you're gonna open both of these doors, one to the north, one to the south.
Yep.
Okay, you open both doors simultaneously, revealing 2 rooms that I cannot describe simultaneously, so I'll describe them one at a time. The one to the north it looks like a 1-person bedroom that shows many signs of having been lived in. The bed itself is rumpled and unmade. There's a half-eaten meal of bread and smoked salmon on the nightstand that looks like it's gone quite dry. And a few articles of dirty clothing are scattered about the floor at the foot of the bed.
Okay.
The room to the south, let's see, that is this one. As soon as you open that door, there's this like faint musty odor. It's clearly a bedroom. There's a largish bed that's covered in matted gray and black hair, and there are bloodstains that mar the floor, while a morbid stack of birds' feet lies heaped at the side of the bed.
Birds' feet?
Yes. You can give me a nature check if you want to determine what kind of bird.
Passed, to be honest.
You don't want to know what kind of bird it is? Come on.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Are the clothes on
Gun
the floor cool looking?
flips
I'll-
off the door.
Step on down the hallway.
You look at Asher, you look at the clothes on the floor. They're mostly undergarments. Definitely men's undergarments. Probably from someone a little bit larger than you. Mostly like undershirts, and they're kind of very sweat-ridden and kind of torn and holy. As in, have holes in them, not
Oh, it was like
magical.
Holy
divine
underwear.
Asher praised by the underwear.
Yeah. The squat and pray.
Whose underwear do I think this is?
Who do you think it is?
Figure.
Is it? What's his name? Is it Oryx underwear? Is that his name?
It's a reasonable guess.
Ooh,
leave
I
that to your
found Oryx
imagination.
underwear.
You should give it back
Legend
to
of
him
Zelda
later.
style, hold it up above your
Yeah,
head.
maybe I should
Dun,
keep
dun,
this
dun,
for
dun.
later.
Is there a reason you want to hold on to his underwear?
Cause look, maybe we'll see him. We'll be like, "Hey, you left your underwear," and I have. Or maybe I'll wash it and wear it, or won't wash it and wear it. You don't know. It's free underwear. Where are you gonna find free underwear?
Did you catch the bit about being like torn up and bloodied?
No, that was your room, wasn't it?
Yeah, the south room had the blood on the floor. This room, the clothes are just a bit soiled. Not like dramatically, but they're in need of a good washing. And could probably use some patching up as well.
Suppose if you really want your underwear, you go right ahead, Asher.
Yep, it's going in my backpack.
Okay, you roll it up and drop it in the bag of holding.
In the bag of holding? No,
I guess you've got the bag of holding and the backpack, so.
Yeah, my personal backpack stash.
Okay, you
How many
tuck it into your
rolls is
personal
one
backpack.
underwear? I just wear it.
It's negligible bulk. No weight.
Thank you, Jason. Is there anything else in the room? or is
Cool
it
man
just
style,
kinda
just
that?
wear it over your regular pants.
Yeah.
No, you don't find much else in this room. Actually, give me a perception check.
Ooh. An 11.
11. While digging around in the room, you do find a small pouch underneath the bed. And if you open it up, there's 12 silver. Yes, 12 silver inside.
Cool. I have 12 silver and new underwear. As
Just kinda
in new
jingle
for
it a bit.
me.
New underwear.
Alright. Well, I'm done in this room.
All right.
Hi, Greshy.
Hello. You enjoy your underwear.
Thank you.
Okay.
Didn't have to pay for it.
Mako and
out of
Shalala are just kind of watching from the back.
Just observing. Shalalu's probably face palming a bit.
I mean, Shalala is more like watching your flank to make sure there's nobody.
That's
sneaking up
probably for the
behind.
best.
She's all business.
So the room to the south is bloodied, probably from the remains of whatever bird there was in here.
Or
I mean, it looks like a lot of birds because there's a big pile of birds' feet.
So many birds.
Yes, Inkpeg, the real
I
treasure
feel like
was
I
the
should be
underwear we found
concerned.
along the way.
I'm just gonna let the bird thing go. I don't know if I want to know what that's all about.
You can do a nature check if you want to tell what bird it is. What kind
I
of
want to know what birds those are, Jason.
I think
He's so very determined to find out what this bird is.
Can I do a nature check? To
Oh, yeah,
find out
sure.
what bird-
Yeah, you step back into the hall and you see
Ooh.
Greshy look in this room and then turn away dramatically.
I'm just gonna go in and pick up the bird's feet to nature them, I guess.
Okay, sure.
To
Yeah,
nature them.
I'm like, man, you guys left a whole pile of bird's feet in here. Oh, great, a 10.
Yeah,
They are
this is
just
like
feet.
DC 5. They are seagull feet.
Oh, it's a bunch of seagull feet.
They're like
They-
bloodied and
They're like
gnarled.
webbed.
yeah,
It
it's
looked like they've been
leftovers
chewed
from
on.
goblin meals.
Mm.
Oh, this is probably where that bugbear or whatever.
Somebody
Seems like
hangs
the
out in
kind
here
who would.
and eats birds. Yeah.
Right.
Wonder why they
Anyway,
eat the feet.
there's 2 more doors over here, which are likely to lead to 2 more small rooms. At a guess?
Guess we'll find
There
out.
are there's one door at the end, too.
Yep. Yes. Good job.
That's 3 doors for 3 friends.
So
that's
3 doors
true.
down?
There are 3 doors remaining.
Yeah.
So we could do the old triple.
Triple open
Triple open.
alpha
Sure.
strike technique.
Greshy's gonna go to the far door.
I'll go.
All right, everybody get in Delta
same thing as
formation.
before.
He'll go 3 doors down.
Okay, so you guys do like a 3, 2, 1, and open your doors simultaneously, revealing 3 bedrooms.
I want them all simultaneously explained, Jason.
On it. Okay. The room to the north, I guess that's Asher opening that one. that room looks very clean and well organized. There's a low dresser to the southwest that has a stack of papers sitting on top of it that are weighed down by a very large chunk of obsidian. And in the northwest corner of the room, there is a very well-made looking bed. To the south, we have another bedroom that's very clean and brightly lit by an ever-burning torch that's lying on a nightstand. But the very Spartan decor suggests that it's not very lived in for a room. And the other room is a large chamber that seems to serve a kind of dual purpose. To the north is a fine bed with silk sheets, while to the south there is a desk and chair under a hanging lantern that make a sort of comfortable looking study.
Greshy will go in and start exploring, see what there is. This is probably... Well, if Nualia just moved in downstairs, this is probably where she moved from. If it's the fanciest room. Is it the fanciest room? The other beds have sheets of this? It's
definitely larger than the other ones and does have slightly nicer, sheets. You look around, like you check the desk, and there... It looks like it's been cleaned off recently. Like there's no papers here. Mm-hmm. Like this room looks like it was lived in, but nothing is really here anymore. You kind of scour the room and don't find anything.
Do the sheets look nice and clean?
Yes, the sheets are very nice and clean.
I'm taking sheets.
Okay, you just kind of...
You said they're silk sheets. Those are fancy.
Sheets. Okay, you, in one swift motion, you yank the sheets off the bed.
Just start bundling them up and I'll shove them into my satchel.
Okay, it's like a bulk worth of sheets, I guess, and bedding.
All right. I'll pick up the ever-burning torch and use it to look around the room.
Okay, yeah, you step into the southern room, Gunn, and pick up the ever-burning torch. Yeah, the torch itself does not give off any heat. It just creates light. But you scan the room, and there's not a lot in here. Give me a perception check.
Okay. That is not here under... Oh my gosh, I always struggle to find a skill the first time. So, yeah, it is under wisdom. Come on. All right. We got a 17.
17. Okay. So you're searching the room, and you do find something in one of the drawers of the nightstand, sort of tucked all the way in the back. There's a small like white leather sack, very small, like only fits in the palm of your hand, kind of like a coin purse or something.
Okay, I'll open it and see what's inside.
Okay, you open it up, and inside there are a couple of interesting artifacts. There's some tufts of some bundles of dark hair, some fingernail clippings, a couple of used handkerchiefs, and a single pearl earring.
Oh, okay, so the the pearl, I guess, is the garbage, and the rest of that is all very valuable magical artifacts.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I'll just close the sack up again, and we'll sort it out later. Carry it around, or put that in my...
Okay.
In a pouch of my backpack.
Asher?
What are the papers? Is there anything written on the papers in my room?
Oh. Sorry, let's see. Which room are you in? You're in that room. This one. Let's see. You sort through the papers on the nightstand, and they mostly look like, they look very familiar to you. They look like rough drafts of the same plans that you found in Pseudo's notebook, some sessions ago in the Glassworks. And yeah, they're mostly oh, you do also find Suto's plans to blackmail his father and to use the glassworks as the staging grounds for the for an investigation of what he calls the Catacombs of Wrath.
Ooh. They have a name now. Okay, cool. Is obsidian
But
worth
it sounds like to you that
anything?
those are the catacombs that you guys found beneath the city.
Yeah, that's what I figured. With the statue of the wrathful lady and everything.
Yep.
So is obsidian worth anything, or is it just kind of like a cool rock?
It's just kind of cool.
Oh, it's cool.
I mean, you could maybe sell it for a little bit.
I just didn't know if it was like a worthwhile thing, or if it was just like, yeah, it's a cool rock, paperweight.
It's a cool rock. You might be able to get a silver for it, maybe.
Is there anything else in this room?
No, it doesn't look like it. You search around and don't find anything interesting.
Cool. I have someone's rough drafts and the Catacombs of Wrath, which seems fitting and obvious.
All right, let's make our way back out. Tell Ameko and Shalelu that we found just some living quarters for folks that are now dead or run away. And then
Come on,
And
Phelan.
then we
You're coming
just
with.
walk up the stairs quietly.
Coming with, Phelan. There you are.
well, were we gonna go back through to the other upstairs area that we haven't seen yet? I mean,
Yeah,
that we,
like up these stairs, right?
yeah.
Well, so these were the stairs that we came down on. Then there were the stairs this way-ish,
Mhm.
the northwest there, that Asher scouted a bit.
Mhm.
I don't know which
Back
way we want to
over
go.
by the secret lab. Yes.
The way that we found to go downstairs. There's also an upstairs over there.
What if we just crack the door to the kindergarten real quick and see?
Why do you want to stare at children so
Here.
badly?
You
Starting to get
know-
worried.
All
Do
right.
you crack the door?
Here we go. Here, I will ask the children.
I'm not gonna.
No, like don't open the door. I'll knock and ask if Rip Nugget is in there in Goblin, in my best Goblin impression. Would that make you feel better?
Sure.
Okay. Then the children don't have to come out. Alright. I've been rolling very poorly today, by the way, so
It's got to turn around at some point.
I'm just
Famous.
knocking on the door.
Okay,
Words.
you knock on the door, and suddenly what was like maybe a very low murmur beyond the door turns into cacophonous like crying and wailing.
Oh no, the kids are upset.
And they start screaming for food and Goblin, and almost chanting it even.
Food.
So like
bring them
maybe
the
we can
bird
let them.
paws.
No, maybe we can like bring them out of here.
Wait.
And
What
take
if
them
they
where?
stayed in there and then we hid and see if anyone comes.
I don't know. Do you think I just kind of realized maybe these kids were down here because for nefarious purposes for that group that worships, the goddess of mutation?
I suppose so. How many voices do you think you hear?
Yeah, how many
Asher?
are here?
It's hard to tell. It's a lot.
There's a lot
it's,
of kids
it's a lot
in
though.
there.
I'm assuming more than 3.
Are they
Five.
very,
Definitely more than
very
3.
loud, by the way?
As soon as they started screaming, yeah. I mean, it's a stone door, so it's very muffled, but it went from like a thing that you kind of had to like stand near the door and like put your ear up to it
Is
to
it-
kind of hear to now all of you in this room can hear them.
But
Is
like
it
up
locked?
above us, would they hear?
It's not locked. You could open it.
If it's not locked, then I don't
Unless it's locked from
want
the inside.
to open it. Yeah. But I mean, if they were locked in there, I was gonna say we should unlock it.
Well, I don't think anyone's in there either, other than just them if they're screaming for food.
I want nothing to do with any goblin children. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, if Mako looks kind of concerned. Well, if they're hungry, maybe we should just feed them.
Feed them what though?
I mean, I have rations.
Yeah, Mako goes digging through her pack. I've got a few things, I guess. Some salted.
Are they
nuts.
old enough?
For food?
To eat meat?
For I mean, don't children have to, eat softer food for a while?
I think when they're infants and can't speak.
I believe
Asher,
that's true.
Asher, you know enough about goblins that they have very sharp teeth from a very young age, and even the young ones eat meat. It's
Okay.
like their primary.
Ooh, don't we still have boar somewhere? Does someone have boar?
We've got some salted bar and rations, but
Yeah. We can blindly throw it in. Do you want blindly?
If you can speak Goblin, they might not, and they're hungry. They might just, do what you tell them.
All right.
Maybe.
The chants by this point have kind of has stopped. They're less chanty and more just kind of crying, wailing at this point.
Well,
Or we
well,
could
if I
just
have...
tell Gogmert that all the
Your
kids are
children
locked in the
crying.
basement and need to be freed. And then he'll be grateful.
Well, I'm gonna take some of my rations out of my bag. How many do I have? Right.
And he'll also get all the credit with his crew for rescuing all their kids.
And Mako will hand you a pack of rations as well.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, my inventory. Okay, I have 8. I have like 7, I guess.
Shalelu just kind of hands on hips, like, I don't know why we're bothering with this.
They're babies.
I'm with
Alright.
Shalelu on this one. Y'all
So
take care of it.
I'm gonna take let's see, I'll take 2 of mine and 1 of hers. So that's 3 rations. Anyone else want to give me rations? Or
Sure, I can give you a couple.
Alright.
How many rations do you think they need? They're
5
children.
max.
I can give you 2.
Okay. So now I have 5 rations, and I'm gonna. Well, hopefully the door does the door kind of give way when I slightly open it?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fully open it.
Yeah, you can kind of slightly open it.
Okay.
Does it
And
open outward or inward?
Outward into the hall. And if you peek in, you can see a bunch of goblin children in cages and metal bars,
They're
keeping
in
them
cages.
in. And
Oh,
they start
no.
wailing the moment they see the door start to crack.
Guys, they're in cages like little dogs.
Some of them are now
That's-
biting on the iron bars, trying to chew their way out.
Throw the food
is
at them
terrible.
and let's go.
No, I have to go give it to them because they can't reach it if I throw it. They're in cages,
Should-
Greshy.
We've
Okay,
got to do
now
something
we should
about this.
we should
Mako
definitely do
says.
something about this.
What
No way to
if?
live.
What if we use the children as a distraction and we herd them upstairs, and all the goblins upstairs are distracted by the crying and screaming children?
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Or we use them as hostages. But I feel bad about that one.
I lean towards the first thing you said.
No hostages.
Yeah, I like the first
one.
Mako
Send them.
sharply.
To the winds.
I didn't like it that much, but it was an idea.
I mean, I don't fault you for saying it, for considering it.
Well, I'm gonna feed them first.
Oh, feed them, of course.
Yeah,
I'm just
alright,
thinking.
I'm gonna go in with my rations in hand.
Okay, they're all kind of crawling, trying to reach through the bars and flailing their arms. They're all
I'll
quite
give
Tell
small.
them
them
that
little
you will give them food, and
Oh.
but they need to calm down and follow us after they eat.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, calm down. Here's some food, and I'm gonna start handing them food.
Okay,
We'll wait until they've
diplomacy.
eaten a little bit. Oh, diplomacy. Oh, I hope I'm good at it.
You do have food. That's
Oh
a
no,
bonus.
it's a natural 1. I suck.
Oh no!
Okay, so with,
Well, I just
with
told
a
them to
natural
calm
1 on a
down.
7, so you approach cautiously and like kind of hold out a bit of food, and one grabs the ration pack, snatches it out of your hand, and pulls it into like a pile of them. They all kind of jump on that one child that's like got the pack of rations. They're like tearing the rations open. There's like some blood flying as the goblins are all just kind of they're just in a pile fighting over this food.
Here they go. Little
Okay,
sharks.
new plan. What if we unlock the cages and then run away?
Greshy's going to start pulling out rations and start leaving a trail of food leading up the stairs.
Ooh, I like that.
And he's going to leave a full rations amount at the base of the stairs, and then up the stairs at this first landing, and then he'll try and sneak up and leave some at the landing up on top.
And then we'll book it.
Okay, how many rations do you have?
I have 11 rations, so that would be 3 rations total that I'd be strewing about to try and lure them the certain direction.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll allow you to do that.
All right.
Okay, when Greshy comes back down, let's check out the lock on the cages here. Or before Greshy comes back down.
The lock on the cages looks fairly simple. Looks like it'd be very easy to pick or easy to break.
Well, for me, it's a break. So when he comes back down, I will break it.
Should we all be standing out here?
Greshy's going to go.
Yeah, let's.
Well, Greshy's going to close all these other doors.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
So again, trying to funnel them up the stairs. If there's only one way for them to go, and it's got some food for them.
And we'll get ready to go through the other door.
I think everyone should kind of be through this door.
Okay, so you guys are closing all of the other doors into this room, of which there are like 1,000.
And Phelan will be situated outside of the door we're going to be hiding behind.
Ooh, good idea.
Because goblins don't seem to like dogs for some reason, and dogs seem to return the distaste.
Mm-hmm.
So Phelan will be on guard.
Okay, so you guys
then
go up through the north door. Where did Phelan go?
I'll break the lock open and then book it.
Oh, he's underneath the
sorry,
Asher.
I see, he's hiding under Asher. Okay.
Asher was petting him, so now he's...
Just reminding him what a good boy he is.
So wait, Gunn
I'll
is
be
breaking the
waiting.
lock and then running? Is that what's going on?
Yep. Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure
I'll
they
be
can figure
waiting
out how to
help
get it
him
out of
through
the...
door.
What's Greshy doing?
Oh, Greshy would be back with Phelan since Gunn's taking care of the harder part.
Okay,
I'll
so you
Gunn's
guys
back here,
get in position. Gunn smashes the lock. The goblins are gonna immediately sort of burst through and strew out. They kind of just stream past you, barely even paying attention to you.
Yeah. Hopefully they would have to actually take the lock off first, and because I just
Sure.
broke that part.
Sure. Okay, so
But,
you
anyway.
get running. You go running out the door when they get the lock off and burst through, and go just running. Some of them kind of stay behind to grab and fight over bits of food that you've left. Go start streaming up the stairs. It looks like there's maybe about 20 children in all.
Jeez.
Okay.
Okay, some moments pass and the little goblets are gone.
Well, we should probably move quickly then.
Yeah. Was it? No, it was this way. Go
You
north.
want to go that way, or you want to go follow them up the stairs?
No, there's another staircase.
Okay, so you want to go the back staircase up over near the
I don't
exit.
know if that leads like anywhere except to the dead end.
I don't know.
I
So
feel like there was a way you didn't go that you said looked like it went outside.
it might.
We're going.
Asher
Let's just go. We'll find out.
Okay, sure.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it just
I'm getting far ahead.
Okay, you guys are just going up to the upstairs on that side?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me go ahead and switch you over. to the top floor.
I feel like this doesn't work as a distraction if we take a lot of time trying to figure out where to go.
Yeah, or if we go the same way that they went.
I don't know about that part, but if we're just hanging around here, they're gonna.
Well, if you're just gonna exit, the one exit is right up at the top.
We'll find out.
Bridge.
It's true.
Sorry, I have to like move.
Yeah, but we're looking
everybody.
for Rip Nugget still.
Oh, I thought we were just leaving. Nice.
1 second.
Well, there's
This will
definitely
hopefully get him to
goblin
come
dogs
out.
up here, unless
It'll
they
either
left.
get him to come out or it'll keep other goblins distracted so we can deal with Rip Nugget however we want to deal with it. If we want to threaten him with Malfeshnikar's head, or I don't know, we can chastise him for keeping his children in cages.
Oops.
He might not have known about that, but he probably did since he's the Lamashtu follower.
Oh, am I still enfeebled, Jason?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me think. I'll say it's been about an hour. Your Phelan's enfeeblement has gone down to 0. Yours has gone down to 1.
Okay. So Phelan's feeling all better. Greshy's still not feeling quite as hot as he'd like, but he'll be fine.
So Greshy's at 1. Okay. Sorry, I'm having to like cram all of you guys in here. And okay, I think that's it. All right, you guys all find yourselves crammed in a stairwell as you're sort of making your way up.
Start heading out.
Okay, these doors are all
Oops.
still open as they were before.
Wrong way.
You go to the south into an open chamber that I don't remember what was in it.
But it has no exits, so it's not what we're looking for. I keep going west. Turn the corner.
And to
There's
the
a
south
closed
there
door.
is a closed door.
May still be dogs out there.
But we're gonna open it quickly.
Oh,
I mean, we're not gonna wait around to see what's going on because we're trying to move while the distraction is ongoing.
I'm gonna
Okay.
ready my weapon.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
Greshy's just got the Staff of Healing in hand.
Yeah, I will check and make
But
sure everyone's
it's
lined up behind me, and then I'll.
Yeah, I'll
And
assume
if you can
everyone's
move me, be
kinda-
lined up. I'm lagged
Okay.
right now, so thank you.
I see. Sure, I'll line you up.
I made a mistake and tried to update on the fly. It doesn't like that.
Okay, sorry, I'm dragging everybody into position. Okay, so you go running up the stairs. You've all got weapons out and drawn. You round the corner, open this door, and reveal a pack of goblin hounds that all perk up as you swing the door open. Give me, it's gonna be initiative rolls.
Woo! All right,
Just
all right.
just about
on this since you're gonna be like
It's like a pack of 4 hounds. So yeah, this is an open air kennel area. They're all tied to stakes in the ground. Sorry, that's not this area. Whoops. They might actually be free. The other area was tied to stakes. Yeah, there's a large open courtyard. You can see up to the sky from here. There's a bunch of trampled grass. There's also 2 dead goblins on the floor right here beside this door to your immediate right. Here, I'll just put them in there because I forgot to do that.
Thanks.
Yeah, there's 2 dead goblins over here by this door on your right, which seems to
Oh dear.
be a small doorway. There's also, or sorry, a largish doorway, and there's these 4 goblin dogs here that are not currently chained up. Yes, they are just running free. So let me add their initiative. And I think I'm
Gunn
missing
has a 15.
someone's.
Yeah, you're
Greshy's
missing
not on
mine
the board
because it's not. It's
You have a
very
31.
unhappy with me. Did I? Cool.
Okay, so 31 for
There it
Greshy.
goes. Very unhappy with me right now. So
Greshy there in the back is like ready for it.
Greshy knew this was going to turn south. It always does.
Goblin dogs.
Think of it as he was
there's
behind Ash, and Ash was just like, "There's dogs, there's dogs."
Of
Greshy's
course,
"I'm
there's
ready for
dogs.
the
There's always
Rat
dogs.
dogs.
Oh, rat dogs.
Okay, so Greshy has 31, Asher has 21, the Goblin Dogs have 22, Gunn has 15, and I'm just going to make a Mako and Shalewa go at the end of the round. Before I am lazy. Okay, Greshy.
All right.
Here,
let's,
Goblin dogs start to yip and yap.
Sorry, it's really unhappy. Roll20 is really unhappy with me right now. So
We'll take care of it as long as the call's still going.
I think it's okay now. There we go. All right. First, we're gonna have Phelan. I think we'll have him run out. Why not? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he'll run out to face down the first one.
Okay.
And then he'll go ahead and take a chomp at him.
So Phelan goes charging out.
Maybe.
And
Let's take a munch.
eventually take a bite.
It's an 18 to hit.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
All right. Maybe. It's 14 damage total.
Okay, Phelan's big, powerful jaws sink into the goblin dog's neck, damaging it quite thoroughly, but it's still barely standing.
All right. Well, Greshy will go ahead and take advantage of him being a bit off kilter there and cast a bit of electric energy out, targeting the first dog and then bounce into the one right behind it.
Okay.
Let's make a DC 19 reflex save.
Okay. What was the condition that you have? Is it enfeebled?
It is
Enfeebled.
enfeebled.
Okay.
I'm enfeebled 1.
All right, just making sure it wasn't drained.
Right.
Okay, so reflex save from the 2 in the front is what you said?
The one right in front of Phelan and the one behind that one.
Okay. So they have to attempt this reflex. Let's go. That is a 19 and way less than that. 11.
All right, so the
the one
one
in
who
the back
got a 19
fails.
does save though.
And that's half damage?
So 4 damage instead of 8.
Okay. 4 is exactly what I had. So the lightning bolt arcs into it, zaps it to death, and arcs into the one behind it, dealing 8 damage to that one, which didn't see it in time.
So,
Zap. Goblin dogs.
all right.
They yip and yelp, and they're going to come charging. So the one... let me move this goblin dog to the back there. Okay. The one that was right in front of Phelan is going to charge at the goodest boy and attack. That's a pretty good number. 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. 8 points of piercing damage. And
Alright.
a fortitude save from Phelan.
Sure. No. Where are we going? There we go.
I'll do a second attack as well while I'm at it.
Might as well.
That is an 18 on the second
That
attack.
will not hit.
Okay. I'll wait for the fortitude save, but the other goblin
It's
dogs...
working on it. Roll20 is having a fit with me tonight.
It's your turn.
I guess they're gonna surround Phelan. And each of them are gonna get 2 more attacks. Ooh, natural 20 on the
on
saving
Phelan's
throw for
force.
31.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so there's 2 more attacks coming in though. from both goblin dogs, so 4 attacks total. Attack 1 from the one on the left side is not great. 16.
Does not hit.
Second attack's a natural 1. The one on the right will have flanking. So I'll include the +2. So that is 21 to hit on the first attack.
That does hit. Okay. That does hit.
And the second attack is...
I will use my ally aura. They're both within 15 feet of me.
Okay. It'll not take the hit on the first attack. And I'll reroll the second attack then. So you shout, "Bad dog!" and it kind of slinks away a little bit, but still goes for a second strike. And that one's not going to hit with a 5 on the die. Okay, they're all surrounding good boy Phelan. Asher, you're up, followed by Gunn.
Okay.
They're barking at him, but they're not. They're a little too scared to actually do anything. He's a big boy now.
What kind of cover does the one right in front of Phelan have?
Soft cover, so a +2 to AC, I think.
Okay. Let me remember something real quick. I'm gonna hunt prey that one for sure to start out with.
Okay.
My hunter's aim. Get a +2 to my roll, and I ignore. Is that concealed, or concealed is like?
Oh, sorry. That's called it's screening. Is what's going on.
Okay. So it doesn't. Concealed has nothing to do with that, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Concealed would be like if he was hiding in a bush.
Okay. So I'm going to hunt prey, and then I'm gonna do my hunter's aim anyway because it's still +2. And that's 2 actions to attempt to shoot with my crossbow.
Okay.
So it's a 28 +2. I sure needed it.
I mean, that might make a crit.
Hit. Which one is that? That's definitely a critical.
So it's a 30, yeah.
That's the one straight ahead?
Yep, that's the one straight ahead.
Okay, go ahead and roll the damage, but I'm pretty sure that's an insta KO.
So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19.
Okay, shot goes flying and hits the goblin dog square in the face. It kind of flies back a bit and collapses on the ground, dying.
Okay.
Gunn.
I will step up and defend Phelan. I'm going to step around this corner here and lay into this bad dog with my longsword with a natural 1.
Okay, you kind of trip a little bit as you're kind of making your way around the corner and take a swing, but it just kind of hits the dirt.
So I'll try it a second time and get a 15.
Okay, on the back swing, you swing back and the dog jumps just out of the way.
Okay. Well, that's it for me.
Okay. Mako is going to draw her rapier. 10, 15, 20, 25. Move out. And she's going to strike at the same target that... Well, no, the opposite target. To the western dog. That is a hit. And she does a bit of damage. Striking at the creature. Okay, Shillelagh doesn't really have a good way to shoot from here, but she will draw her arrows. Ready yourself. Greshy.
All right, Greshy will have Phelan step over here to assist Gunn, and he will take a bite at this one.
Okay, so you move it. Phelan moves to the opposite side of the goblin dog that Gunn is attacking, providing some sweet flanking.
Fortunately, he gets a natural 1, so total of 11.
That will not hit. He bites out at the goblin dog's leg and it whips around. Its little rat tail spinning and kind of whacking Gunn across the chest, but doesn't do anything.
Well, that's all right. In the meantime, Asher is kind of in the way.
Somebody reboot roll 20.
Is it having issues for you as well?
No, it's rolling all 1s.
Oh, I see. Well,
That's the real
after
issue
I
here.
used up all of our luck last week with my swimming shenanigans, it's understandable. I will go ahead and attempt to attack the one that Gunn and Phelan are flanking with electric arc and have it bounce. The one across.
Okay.
So again,
So
DC 19
saves.
reflex saves.
So the one on the right, the east that Gunn and Phelan are fighting, that is an 18, which I think is a failure.
18 fails.
And the one on the west side is worse than that, so that's double failure.
All right,
So
they both take 11 damage.
11 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay, the one on the left that Ameko is fighting, when it takes that bolt of electricity, it dies. It yelps as its skin alights in electricity, and it just kind of drops to the ground and twitches a bunch.
Sizzling.
Sizzling. Okay, the last remaining goblin dog is going to try and bite out at Gunn, I guess. That is a 19 to hit.
No good.
On the first attack. Second attack is a natural 20 for what's this? 20 minus some amount. 20 minus 4 is 16 plus 9. I think that's still a hit. So I
That'll
guess it's
hit.
critical.
Yep.
Dang.
Okay. Damages these. So 14 points of piercing damage. So it gets a good
Yum.
bite into your shin. Finds a slip in the armor, and give me a fortitude
Alright.
save.
I'm going to use my reaction to add 2 to my fort save.
Okay.
And here it comes. Giving me a 31.
Okay.
Nice.
That is a critical success. You are fine. And last attack is a natural 1. Asher, end this. End this
Alright.
poor dog's misery.
5. I go here.
And
Not
Asher
that I
comes-
have to, but I'm just gonna use my full movement. I want to reload my crossbow.
Okay, Asher comes dashing into the room, past all the goblin
Aha.
dog corpses,
Hi.
reloads his
Delightful.
crossbow.
They give me strength. Alright, and I'm gonna shoot the last remaining dog, or attempt to. Let's find
Okay,
out.
he kind of
A
whip
24.
pivots. Alright, 24 will hit.
I
You
hope
whip
so.
pivot and fire. Just fire from the hip and
For
hit
a
the goblin dog
12,
in the chest.
13, 14.
Okay, that is enough to kill it. The goblin dog yelps as it slides across the floor, bleeding its guts out. Combat over.
All right.
Done it.
But you guys are running, so I'll leave the battle music on.
We're
Rushing.
rushing.
Look, guys, several sets of doors.
Fuck.
So there's a door. There's the door that the 2 dead goblins are at. There's a double door pair in the south west corner of the room. There's another single door to the direct south, and a door to the south east as well. So 4 doors.
The stairs would be someplace. The stairs that we did not go up, where the little baby goblins went up, would be someplace to the southeast. I have no idea, however, where Rip Nugget would be.
Let's check this. These goblins could be guards that have been slain here.
Slain by
Could have
what?
been. Could be.
If you want to look around, you can.
What's his name? Rick.
Rick.
Rick?
Erdrick.
Rick?
Eric.
Oric?
Oh, Oric.
Oric.
I was like, Rick Flair?
Wait,
You know, Rick.
You know, Rick.
good old Rick.
Rick is my boy.
Rick's been here, I can tell.
If he was leaving, and he went out this way.
If you want to
possible.
search, you can give me a perception check to search this area. Just kind of passing, look around.
Yeah, let's do it. Let us search.
There's a bit of perception there.
Well, I have a 12. Oh, yeah, 12.
I got a 17.
Okay, Greshy, you can see that's and Gunn, sure.
Nice.
You can both see that something has been dragged through this room. I'll draw on the ground, I guess. Looks like it's been dragged, I guess, from the southwestern door into the. All the corpses are in the way. Sorry. Wait, I'll just delete them.
Gotcha. Into this north side door.
Right.
Yeah, into the side door right here beside you, where the two dead goblins are.
Let's
quick check.
Step over here and.
It looks like something large was dragged in there.
Shall we go this way first?
Listen to the door.
I think the time for listening is.
Oh,
nah.
Okay. You open the door.
Greshy will have his stuff at the ready, and we'll see what's in there.
It's gonna be over here.
Store. Let's see. I just want to make sure I got the right.
In fact, it might be door kicking time.
Okay, you sure, you kick the door open, and inside you find a rather injured-looking horse. It's got this kind of fine.
Ours, is it?
What do you call it? Horse clothing.
Barding. Okay.
Do I recognize it?
No, it doesn't seem to be one of your horses. In fact, the horse itself looks, it's like jet black with this kind of hue of purple tinged throughout its fur or hair.
Magic horse.
It doesn't seem to be magic. It just seems to be a very fancy horse.
Very fancy. Okay.
But it is currently tied up very awkwardly. Like there's ropes tied around its neck to like pitons in the ground. Ropes tied around its feet, and yeah, it's just sitting here. It looks quite beaten. It's got lacerations all over it.
If I'll cut the ropes, and I'll see if it can stand up.
Yeah. Okay. You slice the ropes, and it tries to stand up, and it's having difficulty doing so, but does eventually get up.
I don't have my healing point, focus point right now.
I do, and it's an animal. I can cast Heal Animal on it for 21 points of healing damage, or healing to it.
Greshy, you heal this horse with your mystical energies, and you watch as the wounds close over, and it seems to kind of shake itself to sort of awakeness, or more awake state of mind, I guess, and kind of whinnies in appreciation. I can't do Christmas.
Apparently not.
Should talk to more horses so that I can have Jason do that more often.
Sorry, I'll work on it. I'm not gonna work on it.
I liked it.
All right. Well, we shouldn't leave him here though.
I mean, we've
bring
already
the horse.
cut him free. If we open the double door, that looks like the way out. So,
all right.
we could...
Omeko, you need a horse?
I've got one, but I can. She'll try to lead the horse out.
If you don't mind. Meantime, Gunn, if you want to take lead, we'll back you up.
I'll open this door all the way so that they can make their way through.
To the south. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You do so.
Yes.
And open the next set.
And the next set.
Oh my goodness.
Airlocks.
Okay, you open the next set of double doors, and you see two goblins that just seem to be. They were rushing around the corner, I guess, from some stairs to the south. They stop and look quite startled when they see you.
All right.
You can say something if you want, otherwise initiative.
It's on you, Asher.
It's on
Or I
me.
guess, well, you speak Goblin, but I guess it might speak Common if Gunn wants to say something. Else Greshy's gonna zap him.
Where's Rip Nugget?
There you go. That's a good.
Yep.
Growl it at them.
Exactly what I'll say. I'll do an intimidation.
Rip Nugget?
Do your best, Batman.
Okay, go ahead and roll
I've got
it.
the yeah, and tell us where Rip Nugget is. 17.
17.
Okay,
all right.
you stare them down. They both startle and stammer and kind of fall to the ground. Don't hurt us! Don't hurt us, Longshanks! He's in his room.
Where's that?
Are they?
Where's his room?
It's the big room, the big one.
Right here?
No.
The-
Don't hurt us.
I will let them leave.
Directions.
I will let them leave.
Is that what you, or what do you say?
Then go the other direction. Go back where you came from.
Okay. And they go both running up the stairs, around the corner to the south.
That's an upstairs?
Yep.
Dang it.
Keep
All
going.
right. Well, let's move and open the third set of double doors.
Because 2 sets weren't good enough. We need 3.
Well,
It's
I
a
hope
double
you're ready
airlock.
for this one, because there's a 4th set of double doors.
Stop.
Jason.
This is the worst
You
boss
guys.
ever.
Jason, what are you doing? You cannot
I
tell
told
me that
you.
Paizo did this.
I
You
went in and
contacted them and you
modified
said,
the map.
my players need more doors. I need you to hook me up with more doors.
Okay, so this one to the north looks like it goes back into the room we were just in, but like
There's
somebody
like another room.
somebody open that one.
I will open this one, but I will listen first because that's how careful I am.
So you hear the sound of goblin children screaming and fighting.
Yeah, I'm not going in there.
But not. That's to the east, where
Oh.
Glenn is standing in front of the double doors. To the north, you listen and eventually open this door. Presumably, and that is what's in there. It's a storeroom half filled with crates, barrels, and large sacks of grain. There's a small hole that's been chopped into the lower side of one of the barrels, and there's pickles and brine kind of spilling out onto the floor. And you're
Smells
getting this
good.
like scent of strong vinegar.
Are they fresh pickles?
Yeah, I mean they're pickled pickles, so yeah, they're fresh, I guess.
Are they're floor pickles though?
I mean there's some inside the barrel as well. Just the barrel has like a big cut in it.
This is free pickles.
Grab some pickles. Let's go.
All right, so I'm gonna open this door a little bit and kind of peek out, and if it opens to the grounds where the kids are, then I'm gonna hopefully close it before they.
I mean, we
Head
got
this way.
to take the horse out of here. We're going through here no matter what.
Oh, that's true. All right,
Just open it. Let's deal with the
we'll
children.
open it.
If I gotta zap them, I'll zap them.
I have a bunch of pickles. I'll throw at them.
Good idea.
Yeah. Pickle.
Sorry, I'm
Dealing with children.
dealing with
And
children.
pickles.
Hurtling pickle.
Hurting children with pickles?
No, the spell I have is hurtling stone. But if it were-
But pickles and I gotcha. I'm on board now.
Has like a
like-
handful of pickles. An arm.
Okay,
throw a
dealt with
tasty
Just cradling the
Up to
pickles.
60
He
feet.
put a pickle in his crossbow.
Okay, I'll open the door all the way, but you can peek through the door and see that there are a bunch of goblin children screaming and crying, and a couple of goblins that seem to be trying to corral them around, but it's not working very well.
Exit though.
It all worked out
And
exactly as planned.
what's your stealth DC, Gun? So 10 plus your stealth modifier.
0.
0. Okay, so just a straight up 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one of the goblins looks up and sees you looking through the door.
Close the door.
Okay.
We need. Okay. Gunn, we're going out that way.
That's the way to the bridge for sure. Aren't we looking for Rip Nugget? Are we gonna go?
Let's get the Hearse out of here. We can let him go, but there's only one way for the Hearse to go.
How about we send a Mako and Shalelu out over the bridge?
That's fine. I'm
we
fine with
then
that.
we go in.
Scream something out in Goblin.
What do they say?
Asher, you hear, yeah, intruders, sound the alarm.
Ooh, they're sounding the alarm. Everyone.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's
My
go.
head is very unstealthy.
No, we're not. Stealth is over.
At this
Let's
point,
just go.
we could probably just go at least across the bridge, and there's a chance that Rip Nugget would just show up.
Probably not first, though.
Maybe not first, but maybe first.
Okay, you guys start to hear bells.
Bells!
We need to go.
Must.
Just
Yeah,
go.
let's
All right, let's
get
go.
out the door.
Open the door. We'll figure it out. Just needs to
Yeah.
move.
Watch out.
When we'll send, let's let a Mako and the horse, like, lead the charge. I'll open the door when they get here, and they can run straight through and straight for the exit.
Is there enough room for a Mako to mount the Hearse and try and ride it out in the building?
Yeah, she can try. Yeah.
That would be a distraction
I'll kind
or
of
surprise.
get her attention and say, head to your right, cross the bridge. Watch out, the bridge may be trapped.
Oh,
Watch if it's, what was it? How did it work exactly?
It was counterweights.
If the weights are in this position, then it's safe. If they're laying out, then it's, it might collapse.
The door behind you is
Careful.
starting to open.
And then
Whoa.
and then we'll kick that door and let her ride out.
Okay, you kick the door. Give me an athletics check. Versus their athletics DC, I guess.
Natural 20.
Okay, you kick the door open.
Go look it up.
Sending two goblins flying into the back wall. Let me grab them. They go flying across the room, slam into the wall. One of them dies from the impact.
Oh my god, Gunn. Nuts.
The other one is just very injured.
I'll go, sorry. Actually, I won't do that. I'm just saying. It would be funny.
I mean, you can do that.
No.
He doesn't care that much.
Ash should be very pleased with that.
I'm sorry, not sorry.
Hashtags blessed.
Start trying to get this horse aligned. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, give me initiative. This is gonna be a clusterfuck.
Oh yeah. It's an exciting
everyone.
clusterfuck though. It's a 21 for my initiative.
24.
Is it perception or can I use another athletics check?
Sure. All athletics because you kicked the door open.
Yeah.
Nice.
27.
Go's got a 16. Shalelu has a 18. Oh
Dang it,
goodness.
I didn't put it on the chart again. Get that taken care of. That's the same thing twice.
Well, hey.
Let's see. Goblin.
Actually, that one's better.
Oh no. I'll just do all of, well. Okay. The little goblins have 20. Commandos apparently have shit initiative because they got a 6. This guy.
Oh, what system was it where every X number of initiative you've got a turn?
13
Whatever it was
on
that
this
I haven't
other
played in a long
goblin.
time, but
Not offhand familiar, so I don't know.
not Cyberpunk, not any of the White Wolves.
Okay, and a 23 on this one. Okay. My goodness. Let's sort everyone. thinking that this was going to be an easy session to run. All right. We've got Gunn first with a 27, Asher with a 24, some goblins with 23, Greshy with 21, more goblins with 20, Shough at 18, Ameko at 16, another goblins at 13, and more goblins at 6. So, start of the round, Gunn.
All right, I'm gonna run out this way. This
Okay,
is
you
about...
see some goblins are
How
kind
far
of
is this?
rushing towards, are trying to deal with these children. Other goblins from the north are running towards the entryway. And you can see some other goblins in the hall over here that are also running out as bells are ringing.
With one move, I can make it out to here, 25 feet.
Okay, you make it outside. I guess this goblin dog is no longer there. It's a dead one.
I will look at the bridge and attempt to see if it is still secure.
It seems to still be secure.
Do I need to spend an action to...
Yeah,
confident
sure.
of that?
Give me an action to, perception check.
I just want to make sure we don't dump the party into the water.
Are we
Fair
running?
enough.
That's what I figured. You said run.
I said get through the door. I just didn't want us hanging out here. But that's fair.
Okay,
Okay,
it looks
17.
like the adjustments that you made to secure the bridge are still in place.
Okay. I will... is there anything I can do to
I'm gonna zoom all the way out on that.
intimidate the crowd and try to get them to not attack
That is beyond your
right away?
abilities.
To hesitate. To hesitate.
It's beyond your abilities to intimidate more than one creature at a time, really.
I suppose that's true.
There are feats
All right.
for that.
I will...
Yeah,
Raise
there's
my
feats to do
shield.
that to a group.
Yeah, that makes sense. I will raise my shield.
Okay. Asher.
Here comes Asher. And move 5, 10. Ooh. 15, 20, 25. Let's see, it's one move.
Just keep going.
Just, you want me to keep going? Are we running?
Yeah, we're running.
All right, we're running. All right.
Okay, you guys, have this like quick banter as you run towards the door. Asher runs past Gunn.
We're gonna wait for the horse to cross first, right? Does it seem like there's enough counterweight for a horse and a rider to cross?
Yeah, now that you've secured it, yes.
Okay. How many people do I think can reasonably cross at once?
Give me what's your intelligence modifier?
How smart am I? That's a good question. 0.
0. Okay. You think maybe about 4 people's worth could probably cross at a time,
Perfect.
with a horse taking up roughly 2. Probably more than that.
All right.
Horses are kind
So
of heavy,
it's
aren't they?
1, 2. So yeah, it's like
Little bit.
2 people and a horse, and then so it'll take like 2 crossings to cross the bridge in entirety. Well, hold on.
I'll bring up the
One,
rear.
Just one.
Or maybe Ameko can pick me up. And then we can cross the bridge. That'll be 4 people.
Oh yeah, that's more than enough. I'm going to do some math real quick. I'll go back to where it was. Oh my gosh, why are you so slow? There you go.
Wait, sorry, you're running back? Or
20.
I see.
Yeah, I just had to recount.
Oh, okay, got it.
25. 3.
Okay, so Asher is running out.
I'm just
across
gonna
the-
Asher
try and
starts
get
to
the
cross
other
the bridge.
side. 5.
Okay, while that's happening,
This is
Goblin's
about how far I
turn.
can get.
And
I have my crossbow out.
a goblin shouts something in a very commanding voice, but Asher is way too far away to hear it, and nobody else can understand it. Greshy.
I guess we're running. Greshy's gonna start moving. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, look at that guy. He looks fancy up there.
So if you stop and turn back to look, you can see a goblin mounted atop a gecko, a giant gecko, and he looks like this.
Look at him. He looks like fun. I like him.
He's got a sort of bronze helmet / crown on his head, big bushy white eyebrows, and a big, solid, sturdy-looking dog slicer in hand. He's shouting out commands.
Suppose I will let Gunn handle
He's way in the back, past some
I don't know
doorways.
if we're going to be fighting our way out that way. Greshy will call for Phelan. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I guess Phelan can make it the rest of the way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, thereabouts. And then Greshy will start following.
Okay.
5, 10.
4 people to the
run on down.
bridge.
Well, he'll stop on one end of the bridge then to support Gunn.
I'll
Okay.
settle
Cool.
that back.
Goblin's turn. What goblins we got over here? There's only really like one. Okay, sure. One is gonna run out 5, 10, 15 to try and attack Gunn. The others seem largely distracted by trying to corral the children. And it's gonna strike.
Perfect.
It's gonna jump out with its little dagger. That is definitely not gonna hit. That's a 10 to hit. And the second attack is worse. So, not hitting. Shough
Cool.
is gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, because she is an elf. Oh, sorry, elves have 30, right? Sorry.
30.
She's going to take a... Well, no, she's going to keep moving. 5, 10, 30... I think she can get almost all the way across. 30. Okay, yeah. She just books it, runs past Asher and Phelan, and reaches the other side of the bridge. Okay, Mako's turn. Do I remember how fast a horse moves? I want to say this horse is...
It used to be 60.
It's either
Let me
40 or
s-
60.
Let me see. Ah, here's horse. Yay, horse. Horse's speed. 35 feet.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, actually, no, this one has 40 feet speed. Okay. Charge. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So Mako is just charging through past all the goblins. 5, 10. If you want Gunn, Mako's going to reach out her hand. If you want to use your reaction, she'll pick you up.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay, so you hold, you reach out your hand as she's like holding out hers. She grabs you and pulls you up onto horseback with her. Oh, whoops. Excellent. Grab the goblin too. Okay. 35, 40, I think. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, whatever. Something like this. You're all kind of just barely making it across. It's a big mess. Goblins are doing goblin things. Goblins are running out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. So this goblin, one of the goblins runs out and tries to stab Greshy. He swings his... Oh, no, he doesn't even need to get that close. Oh, he's going to get close anyway. He's going to approach as much as he can. This is kind of a bigger looking one who has got a big horse chopper in hand. He swings it at Greshy. That is a 10 to hit. And he had to move twice to get there, so it's not hitting. Yeah, 25 speed, right? Yeah. 20. Another one comes running out, tries to swing his horse chopper at Greshy. That's 8. Yeah, no, that's a 16. 16.
Also does not hit.
Okay, more goblins are gonna run out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, sorry, 25. But that's still range. It's gonna get one more swing. And third one tries to attack. Jesus, they cannot hit. That is a 17 to hit.
Also does not hit.
Okay, another goblin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15. Okay. And swing with horse chopper. That's an 18 to hit.
Also does not hit.
Okay. And another one.
Jason's just like, and another one.
And
Go
another-
Greshy the tank.
And another one. DJ
Okay.
Khaled up in here.
This is the last one, I think, until I zoom out and see there's another one. That's better-ish, a 20 to hit.
That hits exactly.
Okay. And damage is this number plus that. 8 points of slashing damage from the horse chopper.
All right.
Swings down at you.
Actually, I think, now that I remember.
Top of round 2. Gun. You're on a horse, so you can't really do much.
Well, when we get to the other side, I'll probably climb off and
Okay.
tell her to keep going.
Alright, then we'll just delay your turn until after it goes.
Okay.
Okay, Asher.
I'm gonna finish crossing this bridge.
Okay.
Alright, let
You're
me.
running across the bridge.
Oh, I have to zoom out too. Alright,
A lot going on all of a sudden.
Alright, I'm gonna help Greshy out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hunt target or hunt prey the one to Greshy's left
Okay.
with my crossbow. And then I'm going to shoot at him.
Alright.
Let's see.
So you try and focus on one that's standing next to Greshy, trying to get a good shot. You fire.
A 21.
A 21 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, 9 points of piercing damage strikes the goblin in the chest. It staggers back but isn't defeated.
Okay.
Some of the armored ones, slightly armored ones.
I'm gonna
more hefty.
reload.
Okay. No, you moved, then hunt targeted, and then shot. So
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. I will not reload yet.
haven't reloaded yet.
I will not reload.
Okay. Let's see. The bigger goblin on the back of the gecko comes striding out, shouting more commanding phrases at his goblin kin. Greshy.
This is probably gonna
Do
go
I
real
hear him
bad
now?
here.
By the way.
Yeah, actually, you can hear him from there. Kill them! Kill the intruders! Kill them in the name of Nualia! He's shouting.
She's dead.
Awkward.
This is gonna be awkward to explain.
This is gonna go very badly, but Greshy's gonna try and run. So he goes ahead and is gonna start regular moving, not stepping.
Okay.
They get
You
attacks of
move. They
opportunity.
don't have AOL.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. One action. 5, 10, 15, 20. 2 actions. I get to go hang out by them. And I'm
Spend
gonna
all-
take my third action.
Yeah, use all 3 of yours.
10, 15, 20. So I'm hanging out by Asher. And Phelan knows to get the fuck back, because he's a good boy.
So Phelan goes
10,
charging.
15, 20. And he's gonna come hang out by Greshy. And that'll be it.
Goblin's turn. How does that work? Oh, I see. They have to end. Okay. 20, 25. Goblin runs out. 2 goblins get to step as reactions to that. Okay, one brave little goblin comes running out to try and attack the horse. It's terrified though, so it gets a minus. That does not hit. It swings its little dagger. Shalelu's turn. She's gonna move off to the side here and attack that goblin. That is a hit. The goblin's dead. And it goes splash, flies into the water. Shalelu's gonna keep moving, I guess. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Mako's turn. She's gonna move 10, 20. You're gonna hop off here? I'll say that uses your reaction to do so, but
sure.
You can hop off.
That works good.
30, 40. All right, Mako's taken off on the horse.
What's the bridge attached to on this side?
It is attached to wooden beams, like thick wooden beams, and by these like big thick ropes.
Ropes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, option one is to try and cut the rope on both sides. Option two is to switch to ranged weaponry and attack. With a quick assessment, I'll try and cut the rope.
Okay.
On the left side.
Okay, so you brandish your smoldering longsword. Take a swing.
Yep. I don't know if an attack roll is needed, but there's
don't natural one.
You still have to hit it.
Yeah, you still have to hit it. So you swing. 18 will hit. You slash at a rope. Go ahead and give me damage. And see if you break the rope.
12 points. Well, sorry, 9 points.
9 points. 9 points is enough to get through the rope's hardness and snap it. The bridge starts to teeter, like kind of dips on one side.
Okay, I'll do the same thing to the other side.
Okay, you swing the sword out the other way. That hits. Roll damage.
16. And oh, hold on. Right here. 5 points of damage on this side.
Okay, that one you hit and cut through the rope a bit. It's starting to fray and looks like it'll give under weight, but you didn't manage to cut all the way through it.
That's actually perfect, to be honest. I will, let's see. I'll make sure my feet are not on the part of the bridge that would give way.
Yeah,
and,
you're safely on ground, but you have one more action left.
I'll raise my shield and I'll kind of taunt back. Nualia is dead. Shout back.
Okay. Their turn.
I'll shout, Nualia is dead in the cavern below.
There's some visible confusion amongst the goblins who are shouting and arguing. Rip Nugget shouts, "Ignore them! They lie! Kill them!" Fuck these raspy voices. I also blame the smoky air. Okay, thanks, California. Goblin Commando is gonna start running across. 5, 10, 20, 25, 10. He gets just up towards Gunn, but doesn't get to attack yet. 25. This one also gets partway across, but doesn't reach. A third one comes running across, and not a few steps on to the bridge, it gives under their weight, and all three goblins go falling into the water. And now there's just a big empty space. Help! And I don't know, big X on the bridge.
Good enough.
Awesome.
Okay, top of the round, Asher.
Well, I'm gonna hunt, prey, rip nugget here, just in case, and I'm gonna reload my crossbow this time.
Okay.
Do that again. And I'm gonna say, and we killed Melfeshnikor too. And I'm gonna attempt to shoot with an 18.
Oh, okay. I figured you want to pull the head out instead, but
you shoot at
Rip Nugget.
Rib Nugget. That's an 18 total. That will hit. Vulnerable damage.
I'm a 7.
+2 from reloading, right?
So 9.
8, 9.
Right,
Yeah,
9
sorry,
points of
9.
piercing damage. You strike Rip Nugget in the chest. No! They're getting away! Do something! And he's looking around, and all the goblins are kind of confused as to what to do. They look pretty lost. Greshy.
Okay. Can I fish around in Asher's bag?
Get out of my bed.
I guess if I'm standing next to Asher, can I go into the bag of holding that Asher's got
yeah.
and retrieve the head of Melfeshnikor, since somebody just shouted that we killed Melfeshnikor too?
You can. I'll let you ask Asher in character, and yeah, you can use an action to do that. Sure.
Okay. Asher, I need the head. Hold on. Don't move. And asking, obviously. By
Does
Can I
that move?
respond?
Yeah, you can respond.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I get really excited that he wants to show the head to somebody. And I'm like, yeah, show
Get
the
to show off the
head.
spoils of war here.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so
and
I'll
then-
use up Asher's reaction. Not that he's got anything to use that on.
I thought we said we weren't going to put the head in the bag of holding.
I don't
But you
think
did.
anybody has a way of storing the head otherwise. Pretty big head, so
Gooping all over.
Yeah, unless you guys were like double armed carrying it around the bag.
I
right.
see.
Like I'm happy to
Okay.
use. I'm happy to use my turn just pulling this head out just to kind of show it off and be like, ah.
Okay, yeah.
Gotcha.
2
I didn't know
actions
it
to
was
kind of fish it
that
out and
big, I
hold it
guess.
up.
Yeah.
Especially with your kind of stubbier hands, yeah. You're
Right.
holding it up.
Assert dominance,
Gotta
Greshy.
dig it out of this bag of holding, but I will show that off and brag about it.
The goblins look very, very confused.
They may not even know what he looks like.
Like, what is that?
Just occurred to me. Whatever.
Shalelu like stops and looks back. Are we going or what?
The 2 idiots like dancing around with the head.
I'll meet you. I'll meet you outside the thicket. And she just goes running.
Get the horses ready.
Okay, so she goes running off. Mako likewise is effectively out of combat. Gunn. Oh yeah, I guess Gunn was here. So.
Yep.
Gunn.
I'm going to sheath my sword, draw my bow, and shoot at Rip Nugget. Longbow, 1 shot.
1 shot, 1 kill.
So
Dodge.
1 to
So
shoot.
that's what I've taken
second
so
to
far.
draw, 3rd to shoot.
Oh, there we go. That's the volley thing.
It's far enough away that the volley.
Yeah, I know, but I have to get the thing to accept an attack. There we go.
Oh, it did.
This is the first
Yeah,
one.
got it.
Okay, 18.
18 will hit. Roll damage.
3 points.
Okay, 3 points of piercing damage as another arrow strikes Rip Nugget. Okay, the goblins are now starting to argue. Those that remain, as the ones down below are trying to swim over to shore, gasping for air. They don't look like they're going to be doing much since it take them a while to climb up. And at the bottom of the round, oh, where'd he go? A bolt of flame comes shooting out from one of the towers on the fortress. It catches Rip Nugget's body, and let's see if he makes a save. There's that natural one.
What?
Gogmart's making his play.
Go, Gert.
Oh my god.
Rip Nugget takes a shitload of damage, as he did not see that coming, got a natural one, and is up in flames.
Oh!
Can we see where that came from? You said it was from one of the towers. But...
Yes, I'll paste them over here, but up in the northeastern tower, up on top of the tower itself, is Gogmert mounted on Tangletooth.
Gogmert.
And he shouts, We've had enough of this! Rip Nugget, we're not gonna follow you anymore! And the other goblins kind of look around, speechless. And then as Rip Nugget is flailing in pain and fire, it tumbles off of the gecko, and the gecko kind of backs away.
I've got an idea. If I can have a turn, I would go, "Oh no, there he is again! Run away, everyone!" Really loud.
Sure.
Yes.
Give me what's bluff? Deception?
That would be deception.
Yeah. Give me a deception check.
I like it though. I like it.
Yes.
Total of 20.
A total of 20. Okay. Versus their will DC, which is a 13. They look up to see Gogmert in the window, or sorry, up on top of the tower, and they all put their weapons down, and more goblins coming outside or walk outside to see, including like the goblin children, and they all start chanting, "Gogmert, Gogmert, Gogmert," and that's the last thing you hear as you guys run into the thicket.
We've done
to go catch up with Ameko and company.
All right.
And I think that's gonna do it for tonight.
What the heck?
Gogmert, the hero of
I love it.
Still top as a new king. It's Gogmert.
So, my friends, that is the end of Book 1 of Rise of the Runelords. That is Burnt Offerings.
Sweet.
So, our group of intrepid adventurers rejoins with Ameko and Shalelu. You find your horses and make your way back to Sandpoint. No goblins trail you. You're able to return to the Rusty Dragon Inn, where you have a nice large feast, and get to tell everybody about your goblin escapades. Many people from the town are there to celebrate with you, and yeah, that's kind of how it goes. The night ends in revelry and celebration, as things are looking good for you guys. So between
and nothing bad will ever happen again.
Nothing will go wrong.
nothing will ever go wrong again.
It'll always be wonderful forever.
So yeah, between this section and the next, I guess you'll have some downtime. You'll have 2 weeks of downtime to do whatever you want. We can talk about the rules for how that all works, but you can use it to craft. We'll go ahead and sell and permanently identify any items that you've not identified yet. That sort of thing. And when we meet up next Monday, we'll do the intro to book 2.
Whip.
Or next Tuesday?
Is it?
Oh, sorry. What are we?
It is next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday. Okay. Right. We're back to Tuesday. Okay. Sorry.
Yes, it was going to be Monday.
And
Let
then
me
it
update my
changed,
calendar
and
real
then
quick.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I was like,
While
I need
I'm-
Monday.
While I'm live on air. Okay. Calendar moved back
We
to
talked
Tuesday.
about changing it. We decided not to change it.
For reasons.
All right.
It's all good.
Tuesday of next week, we shall begin book 2. So I won't spoil the book title until after. I like doing it at the end of the chapters. So that's it.
It's called Friendship and Love, and No One Gets Hurt.
Yep,
Chapter
definitely.
2.
Adventures with Gogmert.
Adventures with Gogmert.
Gogmert's
Yeah.
Good Day. It's out very picky. Doesn't
Just,
feed
the whole
anyone.
chapter is about a day in the life of Gogmert.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for showing up.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.